All right, so another episode with hockey psychology. A few of y'all told me to react to this player, and I think I just did a with 7-1. I dropped first. I did a reaction video to NHL players one-on-one moments at practice, and I seen his name, in the one-on-ones that we was reacting to. Hold on, my fault. Gotta turn this light. Hold on, y'all. I seen his name pop up in a couple of my recommendations, but then y'all commented him for me to react to him and everything, telling me he was pretty good. So I seen that hockey psychology had did a breakdown of how his game is, and so far he's saying that he's the most creative playmaker to ever live, supposedly. So I guess is this guy still playing or is he retired? I got to ask all that for every player I recommended me because I never know if they're still playing or not. So so let me know if he's still playing. What does y'all like about him? What was his playing style like overall? When did he retire? Y'all comment down below. Let me know. Give me some more All-Stars to react to. You know what? Color Heber got mad because I called Ryan Waves an All-Star. So let me stop saying All-Star. Just comment me some more players to react to. A couple of people, and I think I mentioned this in the last video that Color Heber on TikTok was coming for me because I said that Ryan Waves was an All-Star in my title. I put Ryan Waves All-Star biggest hits, and they were like, he's not an All-Star. He's a bully. He's a dirty player and everything. I'm like, listen, y'all told me to react to him. I didn't really know much about the guy until y'all told me to check it out. So I just thought that he was an all-star to y'all. So that's why I titled the video an all-star. My bad, man. Let me not call every hockey player an all-star then. But I don't want to pronounce this guy's name wrong though, because these hockey players be having some unique names though. Pavel, I'm not gonna try to pronounce his last name. I've never heard his last name ever, dude. Let's check it out though, man.
The date is November 12th, 2003, and it's a 5-2 regular season blowout game between the Detroit Red Wings and Dallas Stars. With less than a minute left, the game might be over, but you're about to witness one of the most iconic goals in hockey history.
The clear all alone! Oh, what a goal!
This was the origin of the Magic Man, Pavel Datsyuk. In just his second season in the NHL, we'd seen flashes of brilliance from Datsyuk, but nothing like this goal before. For the years that would follow, Datsyuk would hold a domination over the league in a way that we've never seen before. He didn't have the individual stats like the greats, but he revolutionized the game with his creativity both with and without the puck. To give you an idea of how dominant Datsyuk truly was, all you had to do was listen to the players playing against him. In 2012, an NHLPA poll asked the players to vote on who they thought was the best in each category.
Oh, so he is already retired then.
In the top spot for 6 different results, including the smartest player and the hardest to take the puck from. Datsyuk won 2 Stanley Cups, 3 Selke trophies, and 4 Lady Byng trophies, but despite all that, he never had a 100-point season in his career. Yet, he was still an unstoppable force. So, how exactly did Pavel Datsyuk become the most dominant
Pavel
player in
Datsyuk.
hockey? Let's start with his undeniable skill and creativity. He would do so many little things in a game that would leave you
Pavel
wondering how
Datsyuk is
exactly
crazy.
he was able to do that. And whether
That's a unique name.
in a goal or not, he was innovating how to manipulate defenders to his will. Players could do this before Datsyuk, but he mastered the timing and the consistency in which he would do it. In today's NHL, you probably hear skating coaches talk about how defenders should limit crossing their feet, and that's all thanks to Pavel Datsyuk. Datsyuk was the master at pulling defenders and their momentum one way, waiting for their feet to cross, and then cutting back against the grain. If you went one way, it's because Pavel Datsyuk wanted you to go that way. If you look at the game now, this has become a more common move for players off the rush. Players today are more conscious of the defender's feet in one-on-one situations, and they're looking for a slip up to attack it. This is way easier said than done, but Datsyuk would do this all the time. It takes a high level of awareness and almost perfect timing to pull this off at top speed, yet Datsyuk would do this effortlessly. Even if you anticipated a cutback while trying to defend Datsyuk, he would anticipate it first, and you would probably find yourself on the highlight pack later that night. When one-on-one with defenders, Datsyuk's creativity, skill, and deception was something all hockey players and fans would just marvel at. Even as a defender, when you boxed out Datsyuk or forced him to his backhand, he would still find ways to embarrass you. His backhand shot was better than most players' forehand shot. And as an offensive player, he was showing how it's possible to create offense in almost any scenario. This doesn't even include how skilled and creative he was when he was one-on-one with the goalie, which if you've seen any Datsyuk highlight compilation video on YouTube, there really is no further explanation. Every single Datsyuk move we've seen has been done or copied in today's NHL in some fashion. He showed players the door for how creative you can be, and now today's stars have busted through that door. But the one thing I and many other players, coaches, and even fans love about Datsyuk is how he would marry this skill with his hockey IQ on both sides of the puck. From defense to offense, Datsyuk had a sixth sense that allowed him to just be consistently ahead of his opponents. He had a gift of understanding the other team's systems and how to expose them.
Damn, they ran into each other.
Where Datsyuk feels the pressure from a forechecker. In this case, it's the F3 or the third forward in the forecheck, and he uses a fake to pull the F3 deeper into the zone by making him hesitate for a split second. This little play creates a 3-on-2 for Detroit the other way. Even when he didn't have the puck, he understood pressure. Here, the puck is on the boards and Datsyuk is trying to fish it out. Knowing full well that his head is down, he senses that the F3 will come in looking for blood. Sensing this,
somebody just broke down what an F2, F3, F1, F2, and F3 is. I literally woke up to a message of them coming and breaking this down between the F1s, F2s this morning. Literally, I woke up at 6:30 this morning and seen the message.
When he didn't even have the puck. In my opinion, there has yet to be a single player who can steal pucks the way Pavel Datsyuk did. The way he would cause turnovers was a reflection of how well Datsyuk understood the game and how easily he would manipulate his opponents. With just his stick, he would angle guys and force them to put pucks in vulnerable positions for him to execute a perfectly timed stick lift. Datsyuk was an absolute thief, and if you weren't careful, you would get caught.
Datsyuk is so live, bro. Like, his name is so different.
He would anticipate plays perfectly. Whether it's a quick
where do these names come from, bro?
Or understanding where to be on an odd man rush against, creating offense against Datsyuk was incredibly challenging. And it was this awareness away from the puck that made Datsyuk one of the most brilliant two-way forwards to ever play the game. On top of all this skill and creativity, Datsyuk was terrific at playing the body.
Oh, that's Reebok brand? Is the helmet's Reebok?
And if he couldn't get you with his stick, he would separate you from the puck with his body. Even if you did get a shot at Datsyuk, he would throw a reverse hit to make sure you think twice before doing so. Datsyuk knew how to hit and finish his checks, but more importantly, he knew how to take one. When you put all this together, you get one of the most dominant hockey players to ever live. In an era where skill wasn't as prominent as it is today, Datsyuk was years ahead of the competition and everything you wanted in a superstar player. Although he may not have the insane individual
He's
numbers
5'11"
that other hockey greats do, he deserves to be in that conversation. His play inspired a level of creativity that we see in today's game. And
so if he's 5'11", then with skates on, how tall are these skates? I'm pretty sure with the skates on, you'll be like 6, like an extra 3 inches, I feel like.
Our sponsor for today's video, Hockey Training. Hockey Training helps players improve their explosive speed, agility, conditioning, and skills on the ice through science-backed training methods. They work with players of all ages and skill levels to help them take their game.
We're gonna let the whole thing rock so we can
YouTube channel with tons of
David workout crossover power. I meant to check this out.
And if you're a player, I'd recommend checking them out. I'll leave those links in the bio down below. As for the big question,
I'm gonna check that out right now.
Pavel Datsyuk is the best Russian-born hockey player of all time. That's tough for me because Ovi is the greatest goal scorer ever, and Datsyuk is probably one of the best two-way players to ever play the game. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below so that you can be featured in our next video, like this comment here. As always,
he's trained with Cosby before, Sidney Cosby.
Subscribe, turn on notifications. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Has he ever went up against Sidney? I want to see that. Hockey Training. I'm gonna go to this YouTube channel right now and check this out. Oh, that's literally a Hockey Training. 155K subscribers. Okay. I'll see you on the next video, man. So next time we out, we gonna check this out. Next video.